What is up guys, Squib here, and I've got a new video today, totally on FIFA related, but it is a football themed series that I've got going on, and because it's the start of the new season, the new Premier League season for 2012 to 2013, I have a new series showing you my fantasy football squad. If you don't know what fantasy football is, it's just this game which I'm playing. You can use the Sky website or the Premier League website, which I'm using, and it's where you have got a budget and you can set up your team or squad, and you get points for your players. So for my goalkeepers, I'm choosing Schwarzer and Joe Hart because they're quality players, and I'm trying to play players who are going to be able to play a lot of football in the season, going to be the main guys and get a lot of caps, clean sheets hopefully. But I've got a budget of £100 million, so I can only spend that much on 15 players, 11 outfield players obviously, and the 4 subs that you can rotate any time of the season. I love playing these kind of games because it makes the Premier League more interesting, because you start to follow your players who you've got in your squad, and you can join in different leagues with your friends and mates and stuff, and across the whole world you can play, see your rankings go up with how many points you've got. If you guys are playing this, you obviously know, and if you guys have got like this Premier League, the Premier League version, fantasy football, you just go on the website, sign up. I'm sure you could be in my league if you want. I'll just send you the details over, and we can play against each other, see who gets more points by the end of the season. Anyway, so setting up my defence now, and I've got Colaccini from Newcastle, mainly because he was the main man last season. He must have got loads of points. But he's quite expensive, and then I've got I'm going for kind of like a cheaper defence than I had before, mainly because then I can spend more money on the attack and the up front, and midfield gets, because they're the players that get the goals, and could possibly get me more points in the season. But I'm really looking forward to this season. It's only a few more days till it starts, but there's been some massive transfers, and I'm a Man U fan, and yesterday I just found out that we had signed Robin van Persie from Arsenal. You'd all know that by now probably, because he was a top goal scorer in the Premier League, but they don't happen often where you get a captain from one of the biggest rival teams come and switch clubs. It very rarely happens. And I bet Robin van Persie is now going to be absolutely hated by Arsenal fans. Being a traitor really. I'm thinking he's been a traitor moving to Man United, but personally now I do not care, because hopefully he can play well and deliver. Him and Rooney up front will be an amazing combination. Going back into this game, I have put in Evra and company in defence, along with Tompkins from West Ham. Tompkins was pretty much just a cheap choice, so I can spend more money, but I knew he'd be like the main man for West Ham, so if they are the surprise package, do well, mid-table finish, he could rack up a few points. And obviously company, probably player of the season in the Premier League last year, so hopefully he'll deliver again this year. And Evra, he's a great player, and one of my favourites at Man United, so fast down that side. Anyway, going into the midfield, and I got Jordan Henderson from Liverpool. He's probably one of my least favourite players. I just don't really like him. I think he's a bit of a big head, thinks he's better than he actually is. He is again just a cheap option, so I could spend a bit more money, like getting Nani in defence, because in midfield, because he is a brilliant player, and Gutierrez from Newcastle, because he played very well, scored a lot of goals last season. One of the best players for Newcastle that season, I thought. Good individual player. So then going up into the up front, I wanted some players that I know are going to score a lot of goals, and Nikita Jelavic, I think that's his name, Nikita. Anyway, that Jelavic, he's played very well towards the end of last season, scored a lot of goals, so I was hoping he could carry that through into the 2012-13 season. Tevez, I'm hoping that he'll start most games for Man City. He had a great pre-season, scored some brilliant goals, and he's playing well at the moment. Then up front for the last place, I wanted someone with like 8.5 million, so I could spend the whole budget. Got nought left there, so I decided to go to Danny Welbeck, because he is a brilliant player for Man United. That's what I'm thinking now that I've got Danny Welbeck. Will he be playing as much? Because Man United have now signed Van Persie, because it's pretty much going to be Rooney and Van Persie up front. Danny Welbeck will be the sub, I think, for most of the season now. So I reckon when you go to... So I've submitted my team, got my team name. So then you come into the homepage where you're managing your team here. So I'd suggest you do this at home, because it makes the season a lot more exciting and you follow it more. Because I did something last year on TalkSport where you do a predictor. Was in a league with some mates and you get rack up points. So I decided to go to the fantasy football. Now you can swap a few players around to make your starting 11. So I made a stronger defence, took off Tompkins just for the time being. But that means you can switch him if someone's not playing that week. Putting Nani in, taking Henderson off, and I took Welbeck off because I thought that he might not be starting as many games with Van Persie. So thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, like, and be sure to subscribe. Next episode will be in about 2-3 weeks to show how I'm doing. So thanks for watching.